Hello and welcome, my friends. Today we begin a special journey together. Many people feel that English is like a big wall, something too hard to climb. They try again and again, but they feel tired, stressed, and hopeless. They think that English is an enemy they must fight every day. But the truth is simple. English is not your enemy. English can be your partner, your helper, and your door to a better future. The title of this program is Stop Fighting with English, and this is exactly what we will do in 7 parts. Each step will give you energy, hope, and practical ideas. So open your heart, relax your mind, and join me on this journey. And before we begin, please subscribe to this channel, because together we will grow stronger and make English part of our lives. Part 1. Change the way you see English. When you first start learning English, it can feel like a heavy fight. You open a book and see many strange words. You listen to a movie and cannot understand. You try to speak, but the words do not come. Your brain becomes tired and you think, maybe I am not good enough. But here is the truth. You are good enough. The only problem is the way you look at English. Think of a small child. A child does not sit down and study grammar. A child does not memorize long word lists. A child learns by living with language. He listens, watches, repeats, and slowly grows. You did this with your first language, and you can do it again with English. The problem is not English. The problem is fear, pressure, and negative thinking. If you change your thinking, you can stop fighting with English and start growing with it. The first key idea is do not be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are not bad. They are a sign that you are learning. Imagine a little boy who wants to walk. He stands up, falls, stands again, and falls again. But does he stop? No. He tries again and again until one day he runs. If the child stopped after his first fall, he would never walk. You must do the same with English. Every mistake is not a failure. It is one more step on the road to success. The second idea is enjoy the process. Many learners think English is punishment. They sit with heavy books, boring rules, and long lists. Their brain becomes tired and their heart becomes sad. But learning can be fun. You can watch movies, listen to music, play games, or read simple stories. You can learn English through the things you love. If you love football, read football news in English. If you love cooking, watch English cooking videos. When you connect English with your interests, it becomes a friend, not a fight. The third idea is small steps every day. Many people think they must study 5 or 6 hours in one day. They start strong, but after 1 week, they stop because they feel tired. The real power is in small steps repeated every day. Just 15 minutes of listening, 10 minutes of reading, or 5 minutes of speaking can change your brain if you do it daily. Think of water falling on a rock. One drop does nothing, but many drops every day can make a hole in the stone. That is the power of daily practice. The fourth idea is believe in yourself. Many learners say, I am too old, My memory is weak. I cannot learn. These are excuses, not reality. Science shows that adults can learn new languages very well. Your brain has amazing power to grow at any age. What you believe becomes your reality. If you say, I cannot learn, your brain closes the door. If you say, I will learn step by step, your brain opens the door. Belief is the fuel that pushes you forward. The fifth idea is use positive words. Every morning, look in the mirror and say, I can learn English. English is my friend. Every day, I grow stronger. At first, it may feel strange, but words have power. Positive words create positive feelings. Positive feelings create strong actions. If you speak badly to yourself, you will lose energy. If you speak kindly to yourself, you will gain energy. Treat yourself like your best friend, not like your enemy. The sixth idea is focus on communication, not perfection. You do not need to sound like a native speaker. You do not need perfect grammar. You only need to share your message and understand others. If you can do that, you are already successful. Later, you can improve grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. But first, focus on the main goal, communication. Imagine you are thirsty and want water. You don't need a perfect cup, you just need water. English is the same. The main goal is to connect. The seventh idea is remember your reason. Why do you want to learn English? Do you want a better job? Do you want to travel? Do you want to meet new people? Your reason is your power. When you feel tired, your reason will give you energy. Write your reason on paper and put it where you can see it every day. Let it remind you that English is not just a subject in school. It is a key to your dreams. So in this first step, we discovered 7 important lessons. 1. Do not fear mistakes. 2. Enjoy the process. 3. Practice a little every day. 4. Believe in yourself. 5. Use positive words. 6. Focus on communication. 7. Remember your reason. If you carry these lessons in your heart, you will stop fighting with English. Instead of a battle, English will become a journey. Instead of pain, it will bring joy. And every day, you will grow closer to the future you want. Part 2. Build strong habits every day. When people talk about learning English, they often imagine something very big, very heavy, and very hard. They think, if I want to speak English, I must study for hours, memorize hundreds of words, and understand difficult grammar. Because of this thinking, many learners give up quickly. But the truth is much simpler. Success in English comes from small habits repeated every day. Think of brushing your teeth. You do not brush your teeth for 3 hours once a month. You brush for 2 or 3 minutes every day. The action is small, but the effect is powerful. Your teeth stay healthy because of your daily habit. Learning English works the same way. If you create small, strong habits, your English will grow naturally. The first habit is listening every day. Listening is the door to understanding. You can listen to podcasts, songs, or simple conversations. You do not need to understand every word. Just let English enter your ears like music. Your brain will start to recognize sounds, rhythm, and common phrases. Even 10 minutes a day can make a big change over time. The second habit is reading every day. Reading builds vocabulary and shows you how words connect. Choose simple books, short stories, or online articles about things you enjoy. If you love football, read football news in English. If you like cooking, read recipes in English. Reading something you love makes learning natural. Do not force yourself to read boring texts. The secret is consistency, not difficulty. The third habit is speaking every day. Many learners wait too long before speaking. They say, "I will speak when I am ready. I need more vocabulary. I need better grammar." But the truth is, you become ready only by speaking. Start small. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you are doing. I am drinking tea. I am reading a book. I am walking to the shop. These simple sentences train your mouth and brain to work together. Later, you can find a language partner or join an online group. But start speaking from day one. The fourth habit is writing every day. Writing is not only for school. It is a tool for thinking in English. You can keep a diary. Every night, write 3 sentences about your day. For example, today I woke up early. I went to work. I talked with my friend. Slowly, you can write more. Writing helps you practice grammar naturally and gives you confidence. The fifth habit is reviewing. Many learners only study new things. They forget to review what they learned before. But your brain needs repetition to remember. Imagine planting a seed in the ground. If you water it only once, it will die. But if you water it again and again, it becomes a tree. In the same way, review words, sentences, and grammar again and again until they become part of you. The sixth habit is setting small goals. Do not say, "I will learn English perfectly this year." That goal is too big. Instead, say, "This week I will learn 10 new words," or "This month I will finish reading 1 short book." Small goals are easier to reach, and every success gives you motivation. Big goals are achieved step by step. The seventh habit is celebrating progress. Many learners only see what they cannot do. They say, "My English is bad. I cannot speak fast. I forget many words." They focus on problems and feel sad. But you must also see your progress. Maybe yesterday you understood nothing, but today you understood 1 sentence. That is progress. Maybe last year you could not write at all, but today you can write a short diary. That is progress. Celebrate these small victories. They will give you energy to continue. Let me give you an example. Imagine a man named Ali. Ali wanted to learn English for his job. At first, he felt lost. But then he created small habits. Every morning, he listened to an English podcast for 10 minutes. Every evening, he wrote 3 sentences in a diary. And every week, he spoke with a friend for 15 minutes. After 6 months, Ali was surprised. He could understand meetings better, write emails faster, and speak with more confidence. The secret was not hard work for one day. The secret was small habits every day. Building habits is not about motivation. Motivation is like fire. It burns bright, but sometimes it dies. Habits are like water. They flow slowly, but they never stop. If you depend only on motivation, you will quit when you feel tired. But if you build habits, you will continue even without motivation. Habits make learning automatic. Here is a simple plan you can try. Morning, listen to English for 10 minutes. Afternoon, read one page of something you like. Evening, write 3 sentences in a diary. Anytime, speak a few sentences to yourself. This plan is not heavy. It is only 20 or 30 minutes a day. But if you repeat it for weeks and months, you will see amazing results. Remember this: habits build your future. Every day you choose to practice English, you are building a stronger tomorrow. If you stop, nothing grows. But if you continue, step by step, one day you will look back and see how far you have come. So, the message of this part is clear. Stop fighting with English by building small, strong habits every day. Do not wait for the perfect time. Do not wait for more motivation. Start today with one small habit. That habit will grow into success. Part 3. Learn English through what you love. Many students make a big mistake when they study English. They use books, lessons, or materials that they do not like. They sit with boring grammar rules, long vocabulary lists, or dry texts that make their mind sleepy. When learning feels like punishment, of course they fight with English. But here is the secret: you do not need to suffer. You can learn English through the things you already love. Think about your hobbies, your passions, and the activities that make you happy. Do you like football? Do you enjoy cooking? Do you love music, movies, or games? Every passion in your life can become a door to English. Instead of separating your hobbies from learning, connect them. When you connect English with your interests, you stop fighting. English becomes part of your joy. If you love football, follow football news in English. Read player interviews or match reports. If you love cooking, read recipes or watch cooking blogs. If you love science, read simple science magazines. The content should be something you are naturally curious about. When you read about something you enjoy, your brain is active. You are not just studying, you are exploring. What about games? Many young learners love computer games. Many games are in English. They have instructions, dialogues, and stories. Playing games in English is a great way to practice without stress. You read, listen, and sometimes even speak with other players. It feels like play, not study. Also, try social media in English. Change the language on your phone. Follow Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube accounts that post in English about your favorite topics. Every time you scroll, you will see English words. Without effort, your brain will become used to them. Remember this: the more you connect English with your passions, the more you will practice without noticing. Practice without stress is the best practice. Now, let me give you a story. A girl named Maria loved fashion. She wanted to learn English, but she hated grammar books. So she started watching fashion vlogs in English. She followed Instagram pages of designers and read short blogs about style. She didn't understand everything, but she loved the pictures and the energy. Slowly, she picked up common words: dress, design, color, trend. After 1 year, Maria could speak confidently about fashion in English. She didn't fight with English. She invited English into her passion. Another example: Ahmed loved football. He watched matches every week, but only in his own language. One day, he decided to watch in English. At first, it was hard. He didn't understand the commentators, but he kept watching. He repeated the words he heard: goal, pass, defend, attack. Soon he learned football vocabulary. Then he joined an online fan group where people wrote in English. He started writing short comments like, "Good match," or "He is a strong player." After 6 months, Ahmed was chatting with fans from different countries in English. His English grew because of football. You see, the secret is not more pressure. The secret is connection. When you connect English with something you love, your heart opens. Your brain becomes active. You stop counting hours because you are enjoying the process. Here are some tips to make this method work. 1. Choose what excites you. Do not force yourself to use materials you hate. 2. Start simple. If a text or video is too difficult, choose something easier. 3. Repeat often. Watching, reading, or listening many times helps the brain remember. 4. Imitate. Repeat sentences you like. Speak them aloud. Copy the accent. 5. Mix pleasure with practice. Enjoy first, learn second. Also, remember not to worry about understanding everything. If you watch a movie, it is okay if you only understand 50%. That 50% will grow. If you read an article and only understand the main idea, that is enough. Over time, you will catch more details. Learning through passion is a slow but powerful fire. Another tip: share what you learn. If you listen to a song, tell a friend, "I like this song." It means hope. If you read football news, tell someone, "This player moved to another team." Sharing connects learning with real life. It makes English alive. So, in this part, we learned that English does not need to be a fight. You can learn it through what you love: movies, music, sports, cooking, fashion, games, or social media. Anything you enjoy can become your teacher. The world is full of English, and your passions can open the door. The message is simple: stop fighting with English. Instead, invite it into your life through your joys. Part 4. Turn fear into confidence. One of the biggest problems for English learners is fear. Fear of speaking, fear of making mistakes, fear of looking foolish. Many students know words, understand grammar, and even read well. But when it is time to speak, they become silent. Their heart beats fast, their hands sweat, and they think, "What if I say something wrong? What if people laugh at me?" This fear is powerful, but you can change it. You can turn fear into confidence. First, understand this truth: fear is normal. Everyone feels fear when they do something new. Think of learning to drive. At first, you feel nervous. You make mistakes. But with practice, you become relaxed. Speaking English is the same. The fear you feel does not mean you are weak. It means you are learning. The second step is accept mistakes. Remember, mistakes are not failure. They are teachers. Every mistake shows you what you need to improve. Imagine a child learning to ride a bicycle. He falls many times. Each fall teaches him balance. Without falling, he will never ride. Without mistakes, you will never speak. So instead of saying, I am afraid of mistakes, say, mistakes are part of my growth. The third step is start small. Do not wait to give a big speech in English. Begin with easy, safe situations. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Record your voice on your phone. Practice short sentences like, hello, how are you? Or, I like this book. Slowly, you will feel more comfortable. Then try speaking with a friend, a classmate, or a language partner online. Step by step, your circle will grow. The fourth step is use body language and tone. Confidence is not only in words, it is also in how you present yourself. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and smile. When you smile, people listen with kindness. When you use hand movements, your meaning becomes clear, even if your words are simple. Communication is more than grammar. It is also energy. The fifth step is prepare useful phrases. Many learners fear because they don't know what to say. A simple trick is to prepare common sentences for daily situations. For example, sorry, can you repeat that? I don't understand, can you explain? That's interesting, tell me more. If you practice these phrases, you will always have something to say. They are like tools in your pocket. When you need them, you can use them and continue the conversation with confidence. The sixth step is change your inner voice. Many learners say to themselves, I'm not good. My accent is bad. People will laugh. These negative thoughts kill confidence. Replace them with positive thoughts. I am improving. Every day I am better. People respect my effort. When your inner voice is kind, your outer voice becomes strong. The seventh step is practice in real life. Do not hide behind books forever. Use English in daily life. Order food in English if you can. Write comments on YouTube in English. Join online groups. The more you use English in real situations, the more your fear disappears. Real practice is the medicine for fear. Let me share a story. A boy named Hassan studied English for 3 years. He knew many words, but never spoke. He was afraid his classmates would laugh. One day, his teacher asked him to introduce himself in front of the class. His heart was beating fast. He wanted to run away, but he stood up and said, slowly, My name is Hassan. I like football. The sentence was simple, but the class clapped. Hassan felt proud. That small moment gave him confidence. From that day, he started speaking more. His English grew, not because he was perfect, but because he was brave. Here is another example. Fatima loved music, but never spoke English. She was shy. One day, she joined an online group where people sang English songs together. At first, she only listened. Then she tried singing quietly. Slowly, she sang louder. Her pronunciation improved, and her confidence grew. She realized that speaking English was not scary. It could be joyful. You see, confidence is not magic. It is not something you wait for. Confidence comes from action. Every time you face your fear, it becomes smaller. Every time you speak, even one sentence, your confidence grows. Here are some simple exercises for building confidence. 1. Mirror practice. Every morning, look in the mirror and say 3 sentences in English. Smile while you speak. 2. Voice recording. Record yourself reading a short text. Listen, then record again. Notice your improvement. 3. Small conversations. Say hello to someone online. Ask one simple question or comment on a post. 4. Positive self-talk. Before speaking, say to yourself, I can do this. My English is growing. Also, remember that most people are kind. They will not laugh at you. In fact, they will respect you for trying. Native speakers know English is not easy. They admire your courage. Do not imagine people are your enemies. See them as friends. So the message of this part is clear. Fear is natural, but it does not control you. You can turn fear into confidence by taking small steps, accepting mistakes, and speaking with courage. English is not a fight. It is a bridge to connect you with the world. Walk on that bridge with confidence. Part 5. The power of simple practice. Many learners believe that to improve their English, they need something big, complex, or special. They think they need expensive courses, long textbooks, or difficult lessons. But the truth is much simpler. The real power of learning comes from simple practice repeated again and again. Think about a musician. A great musician does not start with a big concert. He starts by practicing the same notes every day. Slowly, his fingers become strong, his memory becomes sharp, and his music becomes beautiful. English works the same way. Simple practice builds strong skills. The first type of simple practice is listening with focus. Choose short audio, maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes long. Listen once to understand the general meaning. Then listen again to catch new words. Finally, listen one more time and repeat aloud. This simple 3-step method, listen, catch, repeat, will grow your listening and speaking skills. You don't need long, difficult recordings. Short and simple practice is enough if you do it daily. The second type of practice is shadowing. This means listening to a short sentence and repeating it immediately, like an echo. For example, if the recording says, I am going to the market, you repeat at the same time, I am going to the market. This practice trains your mouth, your ears, and your brain to work together. Shadowing builds fluency and natural rhythm. The third practice is daily writing. You do not need to write essays. You can write small notes. For example, write your plan for the day. I will go shopping. I will meet my friend. I will study English. Or write about yesterday. I ate pizza. I watched a movie. I slept early. These small notes may look simple, but they are powerful. Over time, your sentences become longer and clearer. The fourth practice is asking questions. Questions are the key to communication. Practice asking questions about everything. What is this? How much is it? Why do you like it? You can even practice alone. Look around your room and ask, what is on the table? Then answer yourself. There is a book on the table. Asking and answering trains your brain to think in English. The fifth practice is using flashcards. Write one new word on a small card. On the other side, write a simple example sentence. For example, on one side, write travel. On the other side, write, I want to travel to London. Look at these cards every day for 5 minutes. This simple habit makes vocabulary stay in your memory. The sixth practice is reading aloud. Take a short story or article and read it loudly. Do not whisper. Use your voice. Reading aloud helps with pronunciation, confidence, and rhythm. When you read silently, your eyes move, but your mouth stays quiet. When you read aloud, your mouth learns the shapes of words. It is like training muscles. The seventh practice is thinking in English. This may sound difficult, but you can start small. Instead of thinking, I am hungry in your own language, think, I am hungry in English. When you see a car, say in your mind, that car is fast. Step by step, your brain will become used to English thoughts. Thinking in English is the bridge between learning and fluency. Let's look at a real example. Sarah, a student, wanted to speak English but felt lost. Her teacher told her to do simple practice. Every day, she listened to a short podcast for 2 minutes, repeated sentences with shadowing, wrote 3 sentences in a diary, and read aloud for 5 minutes. At first, she thought, this is too small. But after 3 months, her listening improved, her speaking became smoother, and her writing became stronger. The secret was not big lessons. The secret was small, simple practice every day. Another story. John wanted to travel abroad. His English was weak. He decided to make a daily routine. Every morning, he reviewed 5 flashcards. Every afternoon, he read 1 page of an English story. And every evening, he thought in English for 5 minutes before sleep. After 6 months, John could communicate easily with tourists in his city. His dream of traveling felt closer. Again, simple practice gave big results. Here are some simple practice activities you can try immediately. Write 3 sentences about your day. Listen to a short English video twice and repeat 1 sentence. Read a short paragraph aloud. Make 1 flashcard with a new word and example sentence. Ask yourself 2 questions in English and answer them. All of this takes less than 20 minutes, but if you repeat every day, you will see amazing progress. Why does simple practice work? Because your brain loves repetition. When you repeat, the brain builds strong connections. Just like exercise makes your muscles strong, practice makes your English strong. A heavy workout once a month will not make you fit, but light exercise every day will. English is the same. Also, simple practice removes pressure. If you say, I must study for 5 hours, you feel tired before you begin. But if you say, I will practice for 10 minutes, your mind feels relaxed. Often, after 10 minutes, you will want to do more. Small steps open the door, so the lesson of this part is clear. Do not wait for big lessons. Do not fight with heavy books. Instead, use the power of simple practice. Short, easy activities done every day will build your English faster than difficult study once in a while. Part 6. English as a key to your future. English is more than just a subject in school. It is a key, and this key can open many doors in your life. Some doors are about career, some about education, some about travel, and some about personal growth. When you understand the power of English as a key, you stop fighting with it. You begin to see it as your friend. Let's start with career opportunities. In today's world, many companies want employees who can communicate in English. Even if you live in a country where English is not the main language, international companies still use English as the common bridge. Imagine two candidates applying for the same job. Both are smart, both are hardworking, but one can speak English and the other cannot. Which one has more chance to be selected? Of course, the one who can speak English. English can also increase your income. Studies show that people with good English skills often earn more. Why? Because they can work with international partners, join global projects, and handle communication across borders. Employers see them as more valuable. For you, this means English is not just about words, it is about your financial future. Now, let's look at education. The best universities in the world use English. If you dream of studying abroad, English is the first step. Many scholarships require proof of English skills. Without English, you cannot even apply. With English, the door opens wide. Imagine walking into a classroom in another country, understanding the lecture, and making friends from all over the world. This is not just education. It is life-changing experience. English also helps with travel. When you visit another country, you may not know the local language, but English can help you communicate almost everywhere. From airports to hotels, from restaurants to museums, English is the bridge language. It allows you to ask for directions, order food, or make new friends. Travel becomes less stressful and more enjoyable when English is by your side. Another important key is information. The internet is full of knowledge, but most of it is in English. Science, technology, business, medicine, many of the latest articles, research, and videos are in English first. If you know English, you get access to this information before others. You can learn faster, grow faster, and stay ahead. But the power of English is not only outside, it is also inside you. English builds confidence. Think about the moment you order coffee in English, or you introduce yourself in a meeting, or you give your opinion in class. These small victories grow your self-esteem. You start believing in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, your future feels bigger and brighter. Let's listen to some real examples. Ali was a young man who wanted to work in technology. He knew his skills were good, but he could not get promoted. One day, his manager told him, "Your technical work is great, but we need someone who can talk to clients in English." Ali understood the message. He started practicing English daily. After 1 year, he gave his first presentation in English. His company was impressed, and soon he was promoted. For Ali, English became the key that unlocked his career growth. Maria, a student, dreamed of studying abroad. At first, she thought it was impossible. She lived in a small town and had no chance to practice with foreigners. But she did not give up. She watched English videos, read English books, and practiced speaking alone. Slowly, her confidence grew. She applied for a scholarship, and she won. Today, she studies in a world-class university. For Maria, English was the key that unlocked her dream. Even small opportunities can grow. For example, Ahmed loved traveling. When he visited another country, he used English to make friends. One friend later invited him to join a business idea. Step by step, Ahmed became part of an international project. None of this would have happened without English. You see, English is not just a subject. It is a tool, a bridge, a passport to your future. So how can you use English as a key in your own life? Here are some simple steps. 1. Connect your dream to English. If your dream is to work abroad, study abroad, or start a business, imagine English as part of that dream. When you study English, you are not just learning words, you are moving closer to your dream. 2. Collect small wins. Every time you succeed in English, like understanding a YouTube video, writing a short email, or talking with a tourist, celebrate it. These small wins are the keys that open bigger doors later. 3. Use English in real life. Do not wait for the perfect level. Use English today. Even broken English works. Every time you use English, you sharpen your key. 4. Keep your vision strong. Sometimes learning feels slow. In those moments, remember why you started. Remember the job, the travel, the study, the dream. This vision will keep you motivated. English is not here to fight with you. English is here to serve you. It is like a friend who holds a key. The more time you spend with it, the more doors you can open. So, the message of this part is clear. Your future and English are connected. The stronger your English, the wider your future. Do not see it as homework. See it as a golden key in your hand. Part 7. Your journey with English never ends. When you think about learning English, do not imagine a finish line. Learning a language is not like running a short race. It is more like walking on a road that goes far, full of new places to discover. This road never really ends, because there is always more to learn, more to experience, and more to enjoy. But the beauty is this: you don't need to reach the end to feel proud. Every step on the road is already a success. Think about your first steps in English. Maybe you learned how to say hello. Maybe you learned how to introduce yourself. My name is. At that time, it felt small, but today you know so much more. You can read, listen, speak, and maybe even write in English. This shows your journey has already been powerful. Now, imagine where this journey can take you. With English, you can connect with people from many countries. You can make friends you never thought possible. You can understand music, movies, and books in their original language. You can study subjects that are not available in your native language. You can even inspire other people by sharing your own story of learning. But remember this: there will always be something new to learn. Even native speakers of English learn new words every year. That means you do not need to be perfect. Instead, focus on progress. Progress means you are better today than you were yesterday. It is like climbing a mountain. Every step higher gives you a better view. One of the best parts of this journey is that you can enjoy it. Do not make English heavy or stressful. Turn it into fun. Watch movies, listen to songs, read stories, or talk with friends. When you enjoy the process, you stop fighting with English. Instead, you walk with it as your companion. Let's look at an example. Sarah was learning English for 5 years. One day she thought, "Why am I still not perfect?" She felt disappointed. But her teacher said, "Sarah, look back. 5 years ago, you could not even introduce yourself. Now you can have conversations, read books, and even help others. You are on a long road, and you are moving forward." These words gave Sarah hope. She understood that her journey was not about reaching perfection. It was about growing step by step. This is true for all of us. We sometimes compare ourselves to others and feel small. But remember, your journey is yours. Do not measure it with someone else's speed. Maybe your progress is slow, but slow progress is still progress. Even if you learn one new word every day, after 1 year, you will know 365 new words. That is powerful. Another important truth is this: English is a lifelong friend. Once you accept it, it will always help you. Every new situation in life, new job, new country, new study, English will be there to support you. Even when you are older, you can still use it to read, to travel, to connect with younger people. This friendship never ends. But how can you keep walking on this journey? Here are some ideas. Number 1, set small goals. Do not only think about big dreams like, "I want to be fluent." Instead, set goals like, "I will read 1 page today," or "I will listen for 10 minutes. Small goals keep you moving. Number 2, celebrate your growth. Write down your progress. For example, today you understood a video without subtitles. That is progress. Tomorrow, maybe you will write a short email in English. Every win is a reason to celebrate. 3, stay curious. Curiosity is the fuel of learning. Ask yourself, what new word can I learn today? What new phrase can I use in conversation? Curiosity will make the road exciting. 4, teach others. When you help someone else learn English, your own knowledge becomes stronger. Teaching is part of the journey. It makes you more confident. Never stop. Even if life gets busy, keep a small connection with English every day. 5 minutes is better than nothing. Think of English like a plant. You must water it regularly, even if only a little. At the end of this road, what do you find? You do not find the end. You find yourself stronger, wiser, and more open to the world. You find confidence, opportunities, and new relationships. That is the real treasure of this journey. So the lesson of this final part is clear. Your journey with English never ends, and that is beautiful. Do not wait for the end to feel proud. Feel proud now. Be happy with every step. Keep walking. Keep growing. Keep shining. Dear friends, you have walked with me through this message. Stop fighting with English. You have seen that English is not an enemy. It is a friend, a bridge, a key, and a lifelong journey. Do not fear mistakes. Do not fear the long road. With every step, you are already winning. If you found this talk helpful and inspiring, please subscribe to the channel so you never miss more motivational lessons. Together, we will keep walking this journey hand in hand with English as our partner. Remember, English is not against you. English is with you. And with English, your future is brighter. Thank you for being with me in this journey. Remember, English is not a fight. It is a gift. If you open your heart, believe in yourself, and practice every day, you will see change. In the next parts, we will continue with more steps, more motivation, and more ideas to help you win with English. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. Together, we can stop fighting with English and start living with English.